My dear Sitecore family, welcome again to yet another episode of season 2 of Sitecore Tech Talks. We have Priyanka again on the show, and so previously we discussed about XM Cloud personalization, the embedded personalization that we have versus Sitecore Personalize. Well, recently, she also worked on one of the POCs which had personalization involved and enhance the overall experience of the end user from a personalization perspective.
Yeah.
So, let's just discuss those pointers, how Sitecore Personalize or embedded personalization or both or combination of both in a way helped achieve those critical things of the POC.
Yeah, sure. So, I would enhance upon, more focus upon, how Sitecore Personalize can help you if you have the Sitecore Personalize license as well as XM Cloud
Yeah.
personalization. So, if I talk about the POC that I did, it was more focused on a functionality where we have to give customers plans based on in which pin code they are.
Right.
So basically, the requirement is very small. Like we can personalize the, as we have already talked about in another episode about the functionalities that XM Cloud embedded personalization has.
Yeah.
And this requirement seems very small, right?
Yeah,
Like
it does. On initial level, it feels like
we just
basic.
have to personalize the page based on the pin code.
Pin code.
Yeah, right. So when I started implementing that and I deep dived into putting the conditions that we have talked about, in XM Cloud embedded personalization, Page Builder provides you the functionality of adding conditions that you can put on page and create variants.
Correct.
Pretty simple. I started working on it and then I came to know about it that those out of the box conditions doesn't have the functionality of region.
Right.
So out of the box we get the country, we get the city and those basic geolocation functionalities, but not the granular level zip code functionalities. And the requirement was changing, like the plans were changing based on zip codes, not city.
Okay.
So that was the requirement.
Yeah.
So I didn't get the I was not able to put those conditions because I was not having that condition out of the box.
Yep.
So I started deep diving into how I can just add a condition so that my whole functionality is working. I don't want to make install the Engage SDK of Sitecore Personalize into an headless application and then make it work.
I mean, I agree with you, because then I think most of the boxes are checked. The only thing that is not available is this condition for pin code.
Yeah, exactly.
So you want to make a custom condition.
Yeah,
right?
Correct. So I started exploring it and I came to know that Sitecore Personalize has the ability to create custom conditions. So what the client did, they have XMC license, so they bought Sitecore Personalize license. Inside Sitecore Personalize, I created a custom condition. How you can create it if I talk about technically. So Sitecore Personalize has the interface where you can write JavaScripts. So through JavaScripts, even if you want to customize the out of the box conditions which are already available, you can do that as well, and they are also implemented through JavaScript.
Right.
So if you want to add another custom condition, you can create one custom condition. You can write the JavaScript code inside it, like what your requirement is, as geolocation data is already available through the events that we captured, like the Sitecore Personalize captures.
Right.
So geolocation data is already available. So just use that data, put a condition of that zip code, like create a custom condition, publish it, and once you publish it and you're in both of the instances, like you have the license of both, on publishing, that custom condition is directly visible in Page Builder Personalization tab. So as you apply the out of the box conditions in Page Builder for personalization, you have a tab of custom conditions there. Use that use your custom condition that you have created and published, and then you are ready to go ahead.
I think this is great, because then I mean, as a user, okay, we know that any SaaS product cannot be tweaked or changed or should not be done.
Yes.
Right. So from that perspective, XM Cloud embedded personalization conditions cannot be tweaked or added upon.
Yes.
Okay, by default.
Yes.
But if you have Sitecore Personalize, you still get the power of adding custom conditions. So having those same conditions sitting side by side with XM Cloud embedded rules or conditions makes a more enhanced kind of a situation.
Yeah, we can just say that just Sitecore Personal is just helping XM Cloud personalized embedded personalization more enhanced.
Yeah.
That it's like few of the custom conditions that you can directly publish and use them directly. You don't have to go into the coding, installing any SDK. Then because the scenario, like the use case was very simple if you look at from the outside. So yes, it's just enhancement if you have both.
Right. What other experiences you have had by improving the overall personalization experience? And I think would also like to discuss around what strategy a user should, or a customer or an implementation partner should apply in providing better customized experience or personalized experience to the customers of our clients.
Sure. So like I will talk about two scenarios here. First is like if your personalization requirement is not going to change frequently, I would say not frequently, like if it's not going to change at all. Like you have a scenario, like I want to showcase, like I want this condition to be fulfilled, and if it's getting fulfilled, I would just display a personalized content. If your requirement is that it is not going to change, then you should go to custom conditions only. Then you don't have to go to the code, do the coding, and then give a personalized experience.
Okay.
Because there is a I would say there is a limitation right now in Sitecore Personalize, that if you have already created a custom condition and published it, after that you can't edit it if it's published. So if let's say I have created a custom condition, I have used it on the existing site, all those pages are live now, and if I have used that custom condition, let's say on 10 different pages, then I have no ability to edit that custom condition if it's being published and already live.
So you need to duplicate it, create a
the second one, and then I have to edit it on all 10 pages, which is a hectic task.
Yeah.
There is a way you can look at how many pages that condition is being used right now, then you can go and edit it, but again that's
it's still a manual job,
extra efforts. So if you have like the conditions that you are using for personalization, if they are not like getting changed in the future, then you can go ahead for this custom conditions. But if your requirement is that like frequently, like after 1 month or 2 months you want to change that condition, then you can obviously use Engage SDK and go ahead and do your personalization job through coding.
Yeah, which means if you like, there is quite a possibility that we first want to do an A/B testing or experimentation basically, and identify what works and what does not. In all such scenarios, we should be I mean, where we are not sure which version or which variant would work, we should be definitely using Engage SDK.
Yeah.
And trying it out, and Sitecore Personalize also gives a reporting, right? That which variant works well, which variant does not.
Yes, you get all the analytics there.
Yeah.
And even if you are building a custom condition, you get all of the features. Like if you want, you can give a enum there. If you're like, let's say you want to put a personalization condition on n number of objects, then you can define them there. But they
as a part of decision table, you do it.
Yes. So custom conditions will have like if let's talk about out of the box condition, which is if a user is accessing through desktop or accessing through mobile. And then if I am building a custom condition where I want to put like let's say I want to make sure that my user is using through a zip code, and then if collection of zip codes. Let's say I want to put a condition where 5 of the zip codes are showing one data, one plan, let's say.
Correct.
And
Okay.
then other 10 are showing another. So you can create enums, collections, is, or any of the conditioning that are available in out of the box conditions that you can use in custom conditions as well. But the data then should not change
Yeah,
because you can
precisely.
edit it.
So, but then let's say today, like again, just adding upon it. For example, you mentioned that today you want to show it for, let's say, 5 pin codes, and tomorrow you want to add a couple of more pin codes to it. That is also not
Not
possible.
doable, yes.
So, in such cases where you want to do that kind of activity, it is always good to use Engage SDK.
Correct.
Right? So probably this is exactly what you identified as a part of the POC.
POC, yes,
Right?
yes.
That it is achievable this way, but a recommended way is using Engage
Engage,
SDK.
like yes, if your
because
conditions are going to change in the future, then it's always using it through Engage SDK.
yeah, I mean, idealistically, I would not want the conditions to be changed, but
Yes.
Realistically, I think they are going to change.
Yeah.
My
There are few of the conditions which don't change. Let's say we have captured some kind of data. Let's say we are targeting page events of every user, and through which we are taking some kind of field or property or personalized property
Yeah.
with our needs.
Yep.
And then we can define something in custom condition based on the property that we have defined. Like we can put, like, if this property has this value, let's say 1 to 5 value, then we can write keys there, like 1 to 5 is this, then put this, then put this. In that scenario, like, your condition is not dynamically changing because you are
Right.
getting the data through page events, then using it there in the custom condition. Then if this is getting changed dynamically on your website, then the custom condition needs not to be changed.
Correct. Correct.
Then in that case we can use it. But if you have some dynamic personalization functionality that you need to put on, then always where analytics is required, where decision modeling is required, then obviously Engage SDK is the solution.
Sure. Now, I'm not sure if you already tried this, but still, let me just ask from a CDP standpoint, because Smart Hub CDP generally helps in like high level, like a very detailed level personalization, because
Yes.
then you have a lot of data which you can persist in,
Yes.
different extensions and all. So, is that data? Because I know that data is definitely available in the Engage SDK.
Correct.
In Sitecore Personalize, but
Yeah.
then is that data usable in the custom conditions?
Yes, yes, it is. So if you are using any of, like, if you are, like, we can create session objects in that session details. We can also add some properties to the client data, guest data. All of those properties that we are adding, that all of that is usable in custom conditions.
Right, which is a good thing, but because then you, I mean, there is quite a possibility that you have Sitecore Personalize for different things, of course, right? But then you also have CDP where you're capturing the data, and then for those particular pages where you're adding custom conditions,
Yes.
you're using it. So basically, it is still flowing on both the locations.
Both the locations, yes.
eventually.
Even that the data which we are talking about, the CDP data which we get, is usable inside all of the Sitecore Personalized experiences as well as experiments.
Yeah, that is I think thanks to Engage SDK as well for that. But yeah, because it technically initially was a single product, box ever, right? Later Sitecore has made it two different products because the community required it. The businesses required it, that we want only CDP, we want only personalize. So I think great decision that it is now two products, but internally they are connected. So yeah, that definitely helps.
Correct.
Sure. Well, any last minute thoughts, maybe from the POC, or maybe for anybody who is starting off on the journey of providing advanced level customer experiences using Sitecore Personalize?
Yeah, like for that, like, I would recommend first go through the Sitecore Personalized abilities and then decide what you really want to do. Because as if, like, right now what we have discussed, two scenarios,
Yeah.
even both of them can be used.
Anything is possible.
Anything
There
is
is no right or
possible.
wrong answer.
Yes,
Yeah.
but then you have to figure out which one is best
Yes.
and then implement it further accordingly.
So I think my overall thought process says here that defining that strategy with your client is going to be like at the at the center of it,
Yes,
that
correct.
do you foresee these conditions to be changed, for example?
Yes.
When we have these kind of decisions made,
Hmm.
eventually we can say, okay, they might be changed, we'll do it in personalize.
Yes.
I mean, we can recommend things based on the data that
Hmm.
is available at that time, which also takes us to another avenue that from today's data it might seem like that the conditions are not going to change, but in future if it changes, then like that understanding to be shared with the client is also important, that in future
Yes.
if the decision table or the condition, anything changes in that, technically this is the effort that you need to apply.
Same goes with, like, if you want to just personalize a single component on a page.
Precisely.
Yes,
Yeah.
because XM Cloud personalization,
It's a page level
page
variants,
personalization,
yeah.
and then Sitecore Personalize gives you the functionality through various experiences, experiments through which you can just
put it on the
put
page.
it on the page.
Yeah. That is also
Yes.
a great reason.
Yes.
Like you can again basically decide what
Yeah.
you want to do based on discussing with the client. They will not know the technology. We have to take the technological decisions.
We have to describe them. We have
Yeah.
to give them all the pros and the cons, like beforehand, before we start the implementation.
Right. Well, I think that was it for today's episode. Anything else you would like to add?
No, I'm good.
Okay, cool. Well, so that was it. Thank you, Priyanka, for your time today again, and sharing your experience working on a proof of concept and discovery for a future client of Sitecore. And yeah, hopefully they will enhance their own journeys using Sitecore Personalize and things. Hope you had good insights into how to use the embedded personalization and personalize from the earlier episode, and from here an advanced journey to build out seamless experiences for the customers of your clients. That was it for today's episode. Thank you for watching, and hope you liked it.
Thank you.
Cheers.